The Regency Act amended allowed Eugene and Jack own Frogmore Cottage officially erased Sussexes' right. In the new addition to the Regency Act wrote, 2. Any requirement imposed by subsection 1 is subject to the proviso in subsection 2 of section 6 of that Act, and to subsection 2a of that section, powers to accept a person who is absent from the United Kingdom and disqualification from being a councillor of state. So, absent from the United Kingdom is to counter having a residence in the UK. Give up Frogmore Cottage. Harry, time to cut down on expenses, starting with Smeg. It just means that the same requirements already in the Act will still apply to Edward and Anne. E.g., if they go off to chase celebrity in Hollywood, like a certain relative, they won't be able to act as Councillor of State either. It appears from all the things said or leaked in the media that Harry and Meghan didn't really think they needed to give it all up. They seem to genuinely have thought he could pick and choose, and then they appear to have been angered or shocked that it's a complete package deal. It's always been a requirement to maintain the positions of Councillor of State in the UK. One has to have a residence in the UK, irrespective of where one lives. Harry leases Frogmore from the Crown Estate, and he's just renewed the lease on a 12-month rolling contract. Harry was gifted the residence upon his marriage because he was a working royal and Councillor of State. He's no longer a working royal and effectively a Councillor of State in name only. The situation regarding Frogmore now needs addressing. My feelings are that if Frogmore is seldom, if ever, used by the Sussexes, except on rare visits to the UK, then, as they're no longer working royals and are financially independent, when visiting, they should organise their own accommodation or be treated as guests of the royal family and housed accordingly, and Frogmore should revert to the Crown Estate. Or now people are saying that Frogmore Cottage has been officially given to husband and wife Eugene and Mr Brooksbank after the Regency Act was amended. It's not a holiday home for the Sussexes, you know. I'm happy for them to have a drag on their budget and a constant reminder that this home is as good as it will ever get for them, and they have to pay for it. And right across the park is William's temporary weekday family home, soon to be replaced by the Queen's Castle. Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank have reportedly moved into Frogmore Cottage, the Grade 2 listed home of Meghan and Harry. Before that, it was understood the Sussexes would retain the residence near Windsor Castle, but now Eugene and Mr Brooksbank, who married in 2018, own the property. Princess Eugenie will have worked out to occupy Frogmore Cottage, royal commentators have claimed. The Duke of Sussex's official UK residence with Meghan Markle was highlighted once again in the monarchy's release of their annual accounts. Royally obsessed podcast hosts Roberta Fiotto and Rachel Bowie broke down the Sovereign Grant report. As a reminder, the Sussexes paid back £2.4 million to the Sovereign Grant to cover the cost of refurbishment of Frogmore Cottage. We found out that also includes rent through March 31st of 2023. I'm curious as to why they're paying rent because this was a gift from the Queen when they got married. Also, what happens now when the Regency Act is renewed? Are they not allowed to stay at Frogmore Cottage? Maybe it was a temporary test to see if they wanted to continue to lease. It sounds like Eugene and Jack are the subletters and paying Harry and Meghan the rent. That's a very interesting kind of scheme that they've worked out here.